Rangers have found themselves at the centre of another heated debate after Kris Boyd delivered a blistering assessment of the club's recent decisions. His remarks have sparked fresh discussion among supporters already unsettled by the team's direction, raising pressing questions about recruitment, leadership, and the overall standards expected at Ibrox. In a week filled with scrutiny, Boyd's comments have added another layer to the growing conversation around where Rangers go from here. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Kris Boyd has launched a scathing assessment of Kevin Thelwell's transfer strategy, singling out Rangers' failure to move for Hearts striker Lawrence Shankland as one of the clearest examples of where the former sporting director went wrong. Thelwell's sacking on Monday has triggered a wider re-examination of his tenure, and few decisions are coming under more scrutiny than the choice to overlook a proven Scottish goalscorer who is both affordable and available. Shankland's 2-goal performance at Ibrox on the 13th of September, sealing Hearts' first victory at the stadium since 2014, only sharpened the sense of regret. Rangers had explored the idea of a summer move, yet Thelwell ultimately prioritised other, significantly more expensive forward options. The arrivals of Bojan Miovski and Youssef Chermiti have struggled to convince supporters, and Boyd believes the club has once again ignored an obvious solution sitting in plain sight. Speaking on the warm-up podcast on 24th November, Boyd argued that Rangers have repeatedly misjudged the value of established domestic talent, suggesting that the absence of players who understand the expectations of the club is now being felt. He pulled no punches in his assessment, saying, "Rangers don't seem to have Scottish players who know exactly what it means to play for the club. There have been countless Scottish players who have been available and deemed not good enough to play for Rangers." Boyd referenced Shankland directly, highlighting how close Rangers were to acquiring a player who has only continued to rise. There were probably players in the academy who were getting paid more than Shankland. They've turned their nose up at him and it's massively backfired. His form this season backs up that sentiment. Not only is he driving Hearts' title push, he also scored in Scotland's 4-2 win over Denmark on the 18th of November and looks well on course to secure his place at the 2026 World Cup. Rangers do have Scottish players within the first-team squad, but few have established themselves as consistent, authoritative figures capable of influencing results. The contrast has been glaring during a season that began with the club enduring their worst league start in 57 years under Russell Martin, a campaign shaped in large part by a recruitment drive centred around unproven talent from abroad. John Souttar, one of the more experienced Scottish players available, has faced heavy criticism for a series of shaky displays, including a difficult night in the loss to Roma. Connor Barron has emerged as a technically gifted midfielder with a high ceiling, though his age and inexperience mean he is still developing. Younger prospects such as Findlay Curtis, Lyle Cameron, and Bailey Rice have shown promise, but have not been given regular opportunities to grow into bigger roles. Liam Kelly, meanwhile, is operating as a backup goalkeeper with limited influence on the direction of the team. Boyd's comments ultimately point to a broader concern, that Rangers lack a strong Scottish core capable of setting standards on and off the pitch. Shankland, given his form, leadership qualities, and understanding of the league, would likely have offered exactly that. As Danny Rowe attempts to guide the team back to a more stable footing, addressing this imbalance may prove essential, something Thelwell's approach never truly managed to do. In other news, it hasn't been the start that Manny Fernandez would have dreamed of at Rangers when he joined from Peterborough this summer, but with injuries in defence presenting an overdue opportunity, he's determined to write his own story under a new head coach. The 23-year-old, who moved north from the League One club in a deal worth around £3.5 million this summer, was making only his third start for Rangers in yesterday's nervy 2-1 win over Livingston, in which he opened the scoring from a corner. But with John Souttar out for a month and Derek Cornelius sidelined for longer, Fernandez is next in line to partner Nasser Jaga at the back. And after going to speak with Danny Roll about his lack of opportunities in recent weeks, the timing couldn't be better for game time to finally arrive. I have confidence in myself and believe in myself to be better. 100% I can take this chance, he said. Souttar and Cornelius have been injured and there's been a lot of competition recently. They're very good players, international players. Look, I've got to take my opportunity. If I am playing on Thursday, I've got to take it and grab it with my hands. Obviously, it's tough when you're not in the team, but it's something I've experienced before on my old team. It's something that makes you grow as a person, and it's something that you become better at as well. And obviously, over periods, you just have to train hard, work hard, and that's going to hopefully get you in the team in the future. I've played today and I can't be more grateful for the goal and the result. Roll has been very understanding, to be fair. I went to speak to him about getting an opportunity to play and he told me to work hard and train well. I was out injured for a bit, so I haven't had a lot of minutes, so it's difficult to put me into a game. Now I've got my opportunity and I've just got to take it and hopefully I stay in the team. Fernandez insists he hasn't regretted making the move to Ibrox despite such a limited amount of playing time since the summer. He believes it's normal when moving to a new club and now hopes with Braga visiting on Thursday to make a bow in the Europa League. He added, "No, I've never regretted the move." And that's the thing. Football, you're always put in uncomfortable situations and it's how you get through them. You have to just get through the receiving end of them and see how it goes. Because there aren't many clubs that you'll go to, especially when you're stepping up a level, where you're going to play straight away. You have to wait for your turn and then hopefully when you get your chance, you take it. If I play on Thursday, I couldn't be more grateful and I can't wait to play. Like I said, it will be my first European game and I can't wait to put my stamp on the game and show what I can do. I haven't played in a while and I felt like I was growing into the game a bit today, despite a few sloppy bits. I'm happy overall with my performance and I'm happy with the result as well. The arrival of set-piece coach Scott Fry this week gleaned immediate rewards when a well-worked routine saw Fernandez freed in the box to head home the opener against Livy. The centre-back insists that Fry is different in his methods, but backs himself to beat most people in the air, if corners and free kicks keep finding him in the right areas. Yesterday's goal was Fernandez's second in 3 starts, having also headed home the opener in a Premier Sports Cup win over Alloa in August. I don't think there are many people that can stop me in the box, and I feel like when the ball and the delivery are right, I'm probably going to get first contact the majority of the time, he added. Fry has brought a lot of variations. For my goal, we had Thelo Arsgaard and Nasser Jaga at the front post, and it was a driven ball. So it was something different. I'll be honest, Scott Fry is something different, and I enjoy it, and he brings a lot of energy. He's very understanding of what he wants us to do, especially defensively as well. I feel like today, defensively, we were very solid. I don't think they really had any chances from set pieces. So we've just got to keep going like that and stay solid at the back, as well as score goals from attacking set pieces. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.